Welcome to the Sands Expo Center in steamy Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Cigar Lockdown Unlocked Show with your hosts, Sammy Phillips, Clay Roberts, Bill Paley, and Matt Booth. With an incredible lineup of some of the world's most exciting cigar manufacturers. Now grab your cigars and cocktails and strap in for this wild ride. Without further ado, here's Sammy and Clay.
Oh, baby, we are back. I am so excited about our next guest. My
cool.
God, she's here. Liana Fuente from Arturo Fuente Cigars.
You know you're making me blush, right?
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
being on
much.
the show. We are so humbled and so proud to be associated with a brand, with a legacy, arguably
It's
the
cool.
finest cigar company in the world, darling, Arturo Fuente.
Thank you guys both for having me. I'm super
It's
excited.
our pleasure. When we talked about brick and mortar retail, I know what this means to you and to your
Absolutely.
father and to your organization.
Absolutely.
What has it been like for you from the crisis lockdown that was COVID, coming out of it, supply chain going wild?
Yeah.
And I know that you guys, with your company, supply chain is always an issue because you have such an amazing, popular brand. But what was it like, my darling?
You know, I think COVID brought a lot to the table. Number one, it's always the importance of family. And we were so
Yep.
worried because I don't know if you guys know the Dominican Republic is still level 3 and they're still in a huge
Is it?
hit. Yeah, it's bad.
I didn't know that.
It's bad, but thank God with our team, everybody got vaccinated in her entire factory. And we're
Fantastic.
so happy that, so finally we're going forward. But COVID actually, you have to learn how to pivot. I think you have to realize that you can't control the uncontrollable, but you do your best to make sure you put your best foot forward and you take care of each other.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because of COVID, it made a backorder situation explode.
Right.
Right now we were having issues with supply. We couldn't find the little I don't know how to say it in English, the hardware that goes on the cigar boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
We couldn't find ribbon for the cigars. You used to see our whole team calling Amazon, calling every vendor, trying to find
Yeah.
pink ribbon because we wanted to be able to complete. We put so much pride and work into the cigars that you're smoking. I hope you guys enjoy the rare
I
pink.
mean, this is first of all, this is the first time that I've had this.
Oh, enjoy, baby.
Honey, I am so excited that you're here. I'm getting
I'm
a
not
little
gonna say anything.
little flustery. Gonna be
Thank
tough.
you.
It's gonna be tough to smoke other cigars after this cigar
Enjoy it.
today.
Enjoy it. It
Smoke
was
one of
made with a
yours.
lot of love.
So tell us about this project.
My father actually surprised me, and which I love it because we worked on the label, he would ask me certain things, Liana, what do you think with this and that? And I'm like, okay. So he surprised me. I never saw the bottom label. If you notice, he put my initials on it, and I almost
look at
cried
that,
when
yeah.
I saw it. So I've been a big advocate for breast cancer. I lost my
course.
aunt in 2005, and I've been raising money ever since in her honor. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, I lost my grandmother.
Wow.
And it really kind of killed me because she knew that I was an advocate. She lost her daughter, and she was so scared. When I found out she had breast cancer, she's like, I think I have a lump in my breast. I was like, let me see it. And she's like, no, I don't want you to see it. I was like, listen, you made me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you got, I got. Let me
Take
see
it off.
When I saw it, it was a huge mass.
Oh, my
It had already
God.
gone into stage 2 breast cancer. And she did a radical mastectomy. Everything
Yeah.
was gone, did everything good. And came to the point where she had to do chemo radiation, and she says, I don't want to lose my hair. I'm not going to do it. I said, yeah, you have to. She's like, no, I don't want your grandfather to think I'm ugly.
My God, God bless.
So listen, when she got it, she had such a great sense of humor till the end. She's like, Liana, do you think when I buy a bra, they'll give me half off since I only have one breast? I mean, that's the type of grandmother that I had. She always looked
Beautiful
at that.
spirit.
Yeah, beautiful spirit. The glass was always half full, never half empty,
Yeah.
and she was a survivor to the end. And that's why I think my dad saw my fighting spirit for her.
Yeah.
We raised, with the proceeds of Rare Pink, $107,000
Oh my gosh.
with our fundraiser, and he ended up cutting my hair. I thought my dad was going to try to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got the clippers. I'm going to be there. I'll be shaving your hair. I was dying. But he did it. He supported me. The whole cigar community supported me.
Of
I mean,
course.
that's the beauty of this industry.
It
you know,
is, isn't it?
people, and especially with social media and COVID,
Yeah.
you know, you connected so much more, and you took advantage of the moments and the people that you meet, and like being able to actually walk the floor and kiss everyone and hug
Yes.
someone and actually touch your beautiful face. I was so
Yes.
happy to see him, and it's just an appreciation of what life is really about and what's really important. I think that's what happened. Unfortunately, everyone's going through this backorder situation,
Yeah.
and everyone understands. I hope so.
Yeah, people understand. I think the industry's done a very good job
I
of
do
explaining
too.
it.
And it's amazing that everyone is doing better, you
Everyone's
know,
doing
and
better.
that's what I am so proud to be a part. You walk the floor, and I get so emotional to see people that I've seen grow up,
Yes.
and they're still here, and they're
Dude,
fighting
we
and
grew up
growing.
in this business together,
I
baby.
know.
Forever.
21, baby. Don't
Yeah.
say my age.
No, I don't know nothing. I don't
you're
know
maybe
nothing.
22.
Thank you.
You know, for us, when Clay and I looked at the manufacturing partners that jumped on board, and knowing how backordered you are, and knowing that you're jumping in, we're not going to mention anything, but there's something very, very special coming from Fuente Cigars.
Oh.
Looking at what you've done with Rare Pinks, and I saw your father on Abe DeBabna's show when he was at the Great Smoke, and I called you because we text all the time and talk
He
about
was
our
great on the
spouses.
show.
Ama-
Yeah, he and I were
Carlito
watching
was
it.
amazing on the show, and he got very emotional.
Yeah.
And I hit you up, and I was like, "Yo, did you see?" You're like, "No." And I went,
Yeah.
"Your father spoke from his heart. He's always been an emotional dude. He got very emotional in speaking about you and your passion and your vision for this business. And this is it for you and me, kid. We're doing this. This is our life. It is in our. I mean, it's really in your blood. I'm sort of infused between." Now the hybrid of Rocky Bedell and Alan Rubin and now Clay and Bill and there's amazing guys.
Yes.
But looking at you and the beautiful, accomplished woman that you've become, and looking at where you're going to take this company, there is no doubt that there's going to be.
Now I'm getting emotional. Thank you.
Well,
I
let's
love
get
you.
emotional, baby. Let's get. Listen.
Your company is, without a doubt, when you speak to retailers, the respect amongst the retailer community and the consumer community is really unparalleled.
We
And
really try. It is a family business.
It's a family business.
And I don't, ironically enough, I don't think people know this, but my husband is now on board.
Oh
He-
shit!
oh,
No, I didn't
seriously?
know that.
Yes. My husband, Manny Garcia, he actually was a lawyer for the Yankees in-house counsel.
know. We
And he
know.
actually ran the department in New York. He actually worked in both cities. And my father, being the visionary that he is, he said, I need my son to be on board.
More family.
More family. But listen, so not only, I hope no one's listening to me. So no, I have to, my boss is not easy, but not only have to deal with my boss being my dad, and then I have to deal with my husband, and then I have to go home. I'm like, listen, I'm out, tap out,
Right.
let's change the channel. You
That's
know,
right,
let's I don't even care if you watch CNN or Fox News, and that says a lot. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, I get it.
Don't
Oh, yeah.
want to talk about it, but it's been a blessing, and I think it's been. My dad really has. You know, someone asked me the other day, "What does the future of Fuente look like?" And I was like, "You're looking at it,"
Yeah.
because we've been preparing for the future since day one. You know, we bring the right people on board. We always try to do the right thing, even if it does not benefit us at times, because it's hard to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
That's actually a great line. I love that line. Preparing for the future.
Preparing for the
From
future.
day one.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
and
You
it's
know-
hard because you know you don't know what tomorrow brings. So
None
you
of
have
us
to
do.
prepare for it. So
Yeah.
even from the beginning, we have an amazing team. You know, when my grandfather, unfortunately, God bless his soul, my grandfather was my ace. I love my dad, but my grandfather was my heart. And I tell him, my dad knows. I have no shame to my game. Either you love me or you hate me. What you see is what you get, right, my love?
That's right, baby.
And my grandfather was, I saw through his eyes. So when he passed away, a lot of people were like, oh, you know, Carlito's done. It's going to be so hard. You know, it's always that father-son kind of thing. When my family always believes there's no such thing as the word no. You think I'm going to fail? Let me tell you how I'm going to, not only am I going to fail, I'm going to surpass everything you ever did. And my
Hell
dad's
yeah.
drive and his ambition, he literally took the factory. He brought an additional team, people that we've been a part of our family. Ciro Cachella, we have an amusing thing. I mean, what we've done in the cigar factory, we built a new box factory. We brought everything from mom and pop to be able to, let's say if we're not here,
Yeah.
Right.
it'll keep going forever. And let me tell you what my dad said. He goes, listen, it's not negotiable. This will always be a family business. And all the money that we put in this company will burn down. I said, that's
Yeah,
my
baby.
daddy.
Yeah, baby.
That's my daddy.
Max, I don't want that bleep, by the way. Let me
I didn't say it.
Dude,
I said it.
I was out years and years ago, coming up as a young buck in the business, and I was with Rocky. We were going to the European Cult Cigar Journal, blah, 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 awards, and of course your family was there, and your grandfather was there, and at the time, I'm just a young kid standing in the background behind Rock, and your grandfather looks around, and he said, "You want a cigar?"
Oh, my grandfather.
And there he is, Mr. Fuente, larger than fucking life, and I'm thinking to myself, how keyed in is this dude right now?
Very.
All these behemoths around me, they're all getting awards. He looks at the kid, and he says, and he hands me a cigar.
What's more beautiful than that?
And the camaraderie, right? The familia that nobody understands how close we are. When we're at the TAA together, when we're at the PCA
Yes.
together, when we see each other in the hallways, people don't understand how tight this is.
No.
And I mean,
And it's pure, right?
oh, it's as pure as it gets, darling.
And the funny thing is, growing up, you know, yes, I've been in the cigar business working 15 years,
Yeah.
right? But the truth is, being a Fuente, you grew up in this industry.
Oh, you're in it.
You're in it, whether
Yeah.
you want it or not.
Yeah.
You know, my family always encouraged us, go do your own thing. Find out what you want. Be your true sense of self.
Yes.
And whenever you decide to come back, you're gonna bring you into this. And my family has always been super supportive that way. That's
Yeah.
why the kids are doing their own thing, and they're like, it'll always be here. So it's actually super exciting what the future actually really holds.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you, I looked at my little brother who's not that little anymore. He's 6'4". I'm like, how? Because I'm not saying my dad's a small man, but I don't know.
He's not 6'4".
He's not 6'4".
I don't know. Either
Somewhere.
something. He's definitely a Fuente because he has good genes, but my God, there's got to be something.
He's a beast.
He's a beast, and he's so handsome and so smart.
I flew. I don't remember where we were heading, where we were going, but I remember your family was on the plane. I was like, these kids are models. Beautiful.
Let me tell you, I feel bad whoever's on that plane because we party like rock stars.
It's so true. Remember that flight we took back from the TAA?
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. We all went into the lounge and got a little cray-cray.
Yes.
Well, that's the fun of this business. Is
Yes.
We all have fun together in our different businesses. And you couldn't be any more lovely. You were vibrant today.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it's
you.
a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me
And
anytime. Let me know.
To have a Fuente
That one-
here
Thank you.
is an honor for us.
It
And to have you in the
absolutely is.
lockdown pack is something special. Everyone's really excited.
Well, listen, no one knows that, so I don't
Lee.
think ownership knows it either. But you just surprised, and we are definitely
I'm
in, and
telling
we're
nobody.
supporting. And the fact
We
that you're
love you.
actually supporting PCA, I mean, to me, that was a no-brainer.
Thank
so
you.
Sometimes it's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Yeah.
That's what I
But
tell them
I'm
every day.
all in.
It's so true. Sweetheart, we love you. We couldn't be more excited. These packs, by the way, we just got the word. I think that they're all sold out already.
Fantastic.
And we're going to have the big show in
Fantastic.
November. Obviously, you're going to be on the show if Pops decides that he's going to be on the show too. Fabulous. If not, I'm good with you.
Listen, we're bringing down the troops. Whether I think he had a good time last night. All his friends are in town. Arturo's here, so I'm
Oh,
sure
yes.
he's like, "You got this."
Yeah,
Why do we always get stuck with all the dirty work? Is what I want to know.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
And then
that's
my
just the
dad
way it
comes
is.
in. He's like, "I'm here." I'm like, "Okay, great. You look great.
Yeah,
I'm
good for you.
tired."
I know, right?
Let's
It's
take a
good.
question here.
Yeah, why don't you reach into that jar of love
Ooh,
right in front of you?
You get a secret question to answer.
Secret
They're
questions.
easy. They're fun.
I like these.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
I want
Could
a
be
good one.
anything.
I want you to have
Do
a
I
good
have
one.
any ear folds in here? Do I have to? Ooh, my dream car.
Ooh,
your dream car.
What's my dream car? Seriously?
Any dream car in the world, baby.
An old flatbed Chevy. You know those like a red one that
Yeah.
you see like on Superman where the Clark Kent's dad
Yeah.
drove
Yes,
it, but I want a
yes.
red beat up flatbed
Hell
old
yeah.
Chevy. That's
Little
my
like a
dream
little
car.
rusty on the
Yes.
side.
Let's get it for
With
you.
no AC. You
Yeah.
know the big old thing on the
Oh,
side.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's my dream
Amazing.
car. I swear to God, I've been wanting that since I was a kid. I'm gonna get it
love
one
it.
day.
I
Amazing.
love it.
That's my dream car.
Well, my dear, we thank you for coming on. We know you're busy today. Your booth is full.
Listen,
And so is your
I
spirit.
always have time for both of you, okay? I don't
Thank
care
you.
who's around.
Thank you.
That's
Lee.
very
En
nice.
familia.
We are so humbled that you are here, that you took the
Thank you.
time, and that you guys are a part of this thing.
Thank you.
All in support of brick and mortar retail.
Absolutely.
And for us to be able to give that fat check to PCA at the end of this, it makes it all worthwhile. And I think what you said, just to round this out, this is about connectivity.
Absolutely.
Not being able to see your face, for a year, only on a FaceTime call or on a Zoom, and now to be back and unlocked together, it means the world, my love. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being on. And we
actually
love
to
you.
remember these stories. All
Get
right.
the hands
All
in.
right. What are we doing? Is it like powwow?
It's
One?
like 1, 2, 3, all love.
Oh, all love, baby. You gotta be louder than that.
What
All
the
love.
Close your ears. Ready? 1, 2,
Let's go
3,
again.
love.
All
One,
2, 3,
love.
love.
Love you guys.
Sorry,
Thank
baby.
you
We
for
love
having
you
me.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Sweetheart.